All I get is the voicemail. I'm worried about him.
Right.
Don't you care?
Pen, you're a nice enough bird and all that, love, you know, and you could have the pick of all the blokes, couldn't you? Don't you think it's time to move on?
Well, just because we're not together anymore doesn't alter the fact that he's a sick man. I mean, I can't just cut him off like that.
Look, I've got to take this call. I'm sorry, love. Good morning. Mr. Fletcher, hiya. Yeah.
Maybe I'm being daft, but he's out there on his own, and his phone isn't even switched on. I keep thinking all sorts. He could be in a Spanish hospital, not able to communicate.
Have you tried his landline?
No reply. His answer phone isn't even on. And Danny, he doesn't give Jack what's it about it. I'm sure he thinks I'm some sort of over-emotional, premenstrual daft cow.
I wouldn't take it personally. He thinks that about everyone, even blokes. Leave it with me. If I say jump, Danny says how high. I'll find out what's going on with Mike. This is weird. For a second there, it was like nothing had changed. It was like a year ago, and you'd forgot your packed lunch, and I'd brought it over for you. And you'd tell me you loved me, and I'd believe you. 'Cause I'm an idiot.
And just when it was going so well.
No packed lunch today, then? Was that a bit beneath Leanne? Expected her idea of a proper dinner's jam sandwiches.
What do you want, Frank?
I want to talk about Mike.
Penny been bending your ear?
No. Yeah. Look, don't you think it's a bit weird? I mean, have you heard from him?
No.
Well, ain't you worried?
Well, yeah.
The minute you fell in her bed, did you just stop caring? He's not well. He's abroad. No one's heard from him. He ain't answering his phone. Does that not tell you something? I don't recognise you anymore.
Yeah, that's because I keep him young, Frankie. Do you remember what it's like to be young?
Don't laugh at me, Leanne. Don't you dare. Because you know what's going to happen, don't you? One day, you're going to turn around and he'll be messing around with some other tart younger than you. And let's face it, probably someone with a bit of class. And you know what I'll be doing, don't you?
Do I really care?
I'll be laughing my head off.
You know, you should get over him, Frankie.
Oh, I am. Don't you worry about that. She is one hard-faced cow. And you know something? It's rubbing off on you, and you know I don't lie. It's not nice, Danny. Seeing you so cold. Well, I couldn't get much sense out of him. The younger model walked in, and the sight of them together in that factory, the reason I moved up here, I just had to get out.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry I can't give you any answers. I've been phoning him all day myself.
Do you see how frustrating it is?
And Danny's his son.
I'm worried, Frankie. And I feel sick.
Yeah, I know the feeling. What are we gonna do, eh, Penny?
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. If I haven't heard anything by the time I go to bed tonight, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna find him. And I don't care if I walk into that villa and he's right as rain without a care in the world. And I don't care if I'm making a complete and utter fool of myself. I'm gonna get some answers, Frankie.
Hables inglés, señor. You what, mate? No, you have to slow down. I don't really understand. No, non-understando. He's hung up on me.
Oh, what did he say?
Well, you've been here enough times. Don't you speak any?
Oh, no, you don't have to. They all speak English.
Not on something goes wrong, they don't.
Well, what next?
Why am I the one with all the plans?
What? I'm only asking. No, I'm sorry I didn't run straight over and tell you before I spoke to Danny.
Well, I'm always the last to know, aren't I?
Don't make an habit of being hard done by, Jamie. It's most unattractive. Look, I'm sorry. Let's not fight among ourselves. We're doing this for Mike.
Look, Danny's had his chance to muck in and he's shown he doesn't give a toss.
I don't know why I'm so surprised. I should expect it from him by now.
You can't help wanting him to be better than he is.
Maybe there's a bigger cop shop. One that deals with tourists.
Yeah, or you could try the embassy. They might ring round for you.
Yeah.
Suppose you want to come in?
Sorry, look, I think I gave the wrong impression earlier on.
You gave the impression. You didn't give a toss whether Mike lived or died.
He's my dad, right? So, any news?
No. But we're completely convinced that you care now, so you can go. Job done.
Right. Well, I'm here to see if I can help, son.
The police have gone round to his house to look for him.
He'll be on the golf course at
Yeah,
this time.
we told him that. Hello? Oh, yeah. Oh, that is... No, thank you. Yes, muchas gracias. Cheers.
So he's fine.
He lost his mobile to Donut. They went round there, he was watching sport on the telly.
So why didn't he answer his landline?
He must have unplugged it.
But he's safe, though, isn't he? That's the main thing. Hey, I'm pleased. Pleased.